We're now going to talk about events in Discord and how we sign up for them, remove ourselves, add other people. And I am starting right here on the MOOR calendar. It is updated. I just updated it. So these are all the events we have all the way scheduled right now through February. So you can always come right here and see everything. And also the nice thing, I'm going to show you in a minute, if you happen to use Google Calendar, it automatically, you can update your Google Calendar from here and just put it on your own calendar. And depending on if that's what you use on your phone, then you can update your phone as well. Right there, it says add to Google Calendar. That's what I was talking about. We'll go through that in just a second. Excuse me. So the first one is the backpacks and food distribution give back. That is the blue link, which is the title of the event. And then the next section here in an event is the description. And we go into full detail as much as we can to let y'all know the information. So if you want to know some information about an event, we try to put all of it right here so you know. I know for parades and some other stuff, we do send out an agenda because it's a much more in-depth, detailed agenda of what's going to go on for a parade or even for the ball. But just for a general event like this, we're going to just list in detail everything for that we can think of. The next section is the time, which is the day of the weekday, and then the date with the start time and the end time. Some events do not have end time, so you'll just see the start time. And there is a countdown that shows when the event starts. So this one starts in 15 hours. The next section is who is accepted this event or who is going to this event. And right now we have 8 people signed up. So we have Shay, Alyssa, Susan, Julie, Wendy, Angela, Tammy, and Caden J. I'm going to assume that Roger is probably going because Julie's going to be there. We know sometimes assuming is not correct, but usually he's there, and she always tells me to add him. But I'm going to show y'all here in just a second how you can add anyone to an event yourselves without even getting me to do it. But first, we're going to talk about I'm logged in as MOOR test member right now, and I want to go help distribute food tomorrow morning. So I'm going to click the green check and say I've accepted this event, and it adds my name. Now let's say that 3 weeks ago is when I actually added my name, and then today I have something that's come up and there's no way I can go in the morning, and I need to remove my name so I can let all the people who are going know that, hey, I'm not going to be there. So I click the green check again, and my name is gone. And so it's simple as checking yes to go and then checking again to not go. Now, in the case of, let's say, Julie needs to add Roger. So it's a couple of steps, but it's really simple. So you click the edit button. Over here, the Apollo bot pops up because our events are scheduled through an Apollo or through a robot called Apollo. So I'm going to click on Apollo because he has now sent me a direct message, and he says, what would you like to do? I need to add a response. A response is somebody going. So that's number 3 on the menu right there. So it's just simple. I hit 3 and hit enter. And then it says, if the user is on Discord, an exact match isn't needed. You just have to kind of get close to the name, and I'll show y'all that in a minute. A few characters of their name will suffice. So it says, or type exit to cancel. So if you really don't want to add somebody, you can type cancel and you'll get out of this. But we're going to say Roger. So Roger. And I'm going to hit enter. And it says, we wouldn't find a Discord user with that name. I don't know what that's their verbiage. I would say it should say we couldn't. But it says try another name, 1, or 2, add Roger as a non-Discord user. Well, Roger is a non-Discord user, so we're going to type 2 and press enter. And now we need to know which option. Well, in this case, there's only one option, which is to accept going. So 1, enter. The event has been updated, and now I can click the hyperlink back here. I don't even have to worry about knowing where I'm going. Click this, and it takes me back, and you see Roger's name is now going on the event. So Julie herself can add. Now, let's say that Roger didn't make it back in town and she needs to remove him. So all she has to do is click edit, go back over here to Apollo where he just popped up in your direct messages, click on it, and it says, what would you like to do again? I want to remove a response. So 2, I hit enter, and the names appear. And at this point, you can pretty much remove anybody you want to, but I want to remove Roger. So I'm going to type 9 and hit enter. And it says, the event has been updated. Click here to view the event. I click the hyperlink, and Roger is gone. So it's that simple to add somebody who is not on Discord. Now, let's say that Sherry is going. So I want to add Sherry. So I say edit, direct message from Apollo, and I want to add a response, which is 3, enter. Now, her name is Princess Palmer. So Princess. I'm going to hit enter. And see, it didn't even ask me the name. And I'm going to say 1 to accept because I just happen to know her user on Discord is Princess Palmer. And I hit enter. And it says my event has been updated. I click here for the event. And there we go. Princess Palmer has been added. Now I'm going to go once again. You need to remove them. Edit. Back to the direct message from Apollo. Remove a user or remove a response. Number 9 is Princess Palmer. Boom. Boom. Shakalaka boom. She has been removed. So that is how easy it is to either add a member who is not on Discord or who is on Discord. So if we have an event, let's say where we say like we did Top Golf back in June, and we said guests are welcome. Members who sign up can then come in here and just add, and you can add as many guests as you want to. And what I suggest you do is you just put their name dash your name so we know who they're coming with. So that is that event. How to do that. I'm going to go back to the MOOR calendar, and we're going to talk about, let's say, the Mardi Gras weekend in Orange Beach. So we're going to go there. So under here are basically 3 options. You can, if you were going to stay at the condo or the house that we're all getting together as a group, or we may have to get a couple depending on how many people's going. Or if we go ahead and get one for, let's say, 8 or 10 people, and then we have 5 more people sign up, then we would have another condo. So you would just say under the condo. But if you're getting a hotel by yourself, you would choose hotel. If you're bringing your RV and you're going to camp, you would put your name under camping. Now at the bottom, there are 3 buttons. So there's a hotel, a little bed, and a tree camping looking thing. And if you notice, hotel coordinates with the hotel condo house, the bed coordinates with the hotel, and the little tree and outdoors goes with the camping. So I want to stay in the condo with everybody. So I click that and MOOR test member appears. But before then, I end up having a friend who wants to go, and we just want to get a hotel room together. So I can either click the condo button, remove myself, and click the bed button and add myself to the hotel list, Or B, if I am on the condo list and I need to change to the hotel, I can just click the hotel in one button and it removes me from the house and puts me over to the hotel. This event only will allow you to select one of these options. There are sometimes we do multiple selections, but most all of them are one. So if we have a couple of lists in here, and I'll show you in a parade here in a second, the same thing, you can swap by just changing your buttons down here. Now, if you're not going to go, then you just find what you're under and click it, and it removes you. So I'm going to go back to the MOOR calendar, and I'm going to look at the OWA parade. So here is the OWA parade on Sunday night before Fat Tuesday. And these are all the people who are going to ride the float who've already signed up so far. This is Matthew is going to walk, and right now nobody said they're not parading. On all of our events, the only time you will ever see us saying not doing something is parading. And that's just so we know how many spots the float only holds so many spots. And so we need to be able to at some point close this off to I think the first 30 people who sign up to ride on the float or on the Reveler float. And I know other people like to walk, and I know sometimes people can't come to all the parades. So we just kind of need to know that, for one, for who's going to be there, to buy food for the parade, and two, to kind of gauge how the layout of where you're going to be on the float is, so we know what we need to kind of shift around. So if you would, on any parade, choose one of the three options. And like I said, if you choose your riding, it'll add you. If you're going to go ahead and walk, it'll just move you over automatically. And if you're not going to parade, hit the X and it puts me to not parading. So that's how that works on parades. So multiple options, you only get to select one. I'm trying to think if there is any other thing I need to show you under adding, removing, changing events. Just remember, all events are accessible from the MOOR calendar. You don't really have to go find them up under, because they're actually under meeting events, social events, parade events, charity events, float work events, non-MOOR events, and then concession sign-up. So all of those is what compile the MOOR calendar. So this is just a quick access. Every time I create a new event, I update this calendar so members can come here and just find what they're looking for, click on the hyperlink and go to the event and sign up for it, and not have to trudge through all of the actual folders up under the cabinet or under the categories. I hope this has helped. We will make some more videos as needed. If you have other suggestions, please leave a comment in Discord for beginners, and I will work on some other videos. Thank you.